Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And today I have something very, very interesting that I'm kind of want to discuss with you guys, and that is a preview text for the upcoming episode, which is going to be the beginning of the Chuunin exams. Again, now this is episode 221. Now, this will contain some spoilers for the Boruto episode, the Boruto anime. So if you do not want spoilers in any way, please click off the video, even though Japan themselves did put out this information. So they do want you to know this. So with that being said, there's your warning. If you're still here, I'm going to assume you're okay with spoilers. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we've got a preview image. This is in a Shonen Jump. This is in a magazine released in Japan. We don't get those here because, I don't live in Japan. So there's the image. Now let's look at what it actually says. So, double weekly Shonen Jump preview adverts for Boruto episode 221, titled Chuunin Exams. Again, now I already covered this in a separate video. You can go watch it if you want to, which airs on the 24th of October. So it says, in order to cheer up the people of the village, Naruto suggested that Boruto and the other Genins take the Chuunin exams. A bit of a misspelling here. Each one of them is determined to show the results of their training and experiences they've gained from performing missions. Who is going to get promoted to Chuunin? Again, scans courtesy of Abdul Zoldyck and Night Baron for the translation. So full credit goes to them. Go support them on Twitter because they do get us this information. So this is the second image that we get from the magazine. And let's look at what it actually says. So the top header says, Chuunin exams again. Text underneath, the previous Chuunin exam was cancelled due to the interference of the Otsutsuki. And in order to deal with the new threats, a Chuunin exam will be held again. Text underneath, Boruto Pig. Boruto and his Genin classmates gather. They're working together towards becoming Chuunin. So again, I've already done a video where I covered the summary for the upcoming episodes of the Boruto anime, and episode 221 was indeed one of them. I also covered the summaries for episodes 222 and 223. If you want to know what they are, go watch that video. I'll try to link it at the end of this video if you want to know what the summary for those episodes are. So what exactly do I think of this? Well, considering the events of the aftermath of the Ishiki battle, of course you have Naruto, who doesn't have Kurama anymore, and you have Sasuke, who doesn't have the power of the Rinnegan. And while I still believe that Naruto and Sasuke are still the strongest shinobi in the world right now, a lot of people have, like, they in the manga, they try to make it clear that because they've probably relied a bit too much on Naruto and Sasuke, they've probably let themselves get a little complacent with where they are. So they decided that instead of just constantly relying on the Hokage and of course Sasuke, they decided that it's probably best if they buckle down and actually start improving on their own skills. And we even see a moment in the manga. This is a slight spoiler for the manga, but there is a moment where there's a conversation between Boruto and Kawaki where Boruto says the exact same thing, where Boruto says, we can't keep relying on my father anymore. We have to start training. We have to start being able to rely on ourselves instead of relying on Naruto and Sasuke anymore. Now, while I still don't think that Naruto and Sasuke are going to be okay with being, where they are now in terms of power, I do think that maybe they are going to still start to train now in order to try to make up for the power that they lost. While I don't know if they'll get to the power that they were before, at the very least, closing the gap would make a lot more sense, while still not being so strong that Boruto and Kawaki cannot, at the very least, keep up with them, if you know what I mean. So I'm guessing the purpose of this Chuunin exam is, of course, like they said, in order to, first of all, show off what they can do. But remember, it was also revealed that, sorry, slight spoiler, but which you can probably guess from the thumbnail. A slight spoiler is that scientific ninja tools are going to be allowed in this Chuunin exams. However, there is a catch. It is scientific ninja tools that they themselves have to develop. So they can't just go and get it from someone else. They have to make it themselves. Now, this is very, very interesting because if I remember in one of the Boruto novels, it was Sasuke who told Boruto, I think it was in the Teacher Star Pupil novel, we had Boruto being told by Sasuke that the future of the ninja world is going to be shinobi who can utilize their ninjutsu and scientific ninja tools together in order to, be able to deal with whatever threat is out there. And I feel like this could be leading towards that, where they have to teach the younger generation to not only rely on their own ninjutsu, but also scientific ninja tools. And that does make sense because, look, characters like Naruto, characters like Sasuke, and before them you had characters like Hashirama and Madara, who were just these once in a generation shinobi who are born with just insane talent and insane abilities, that the only way that you always thought that other characters, there's no way they're going to be able to keep up with them, because again, they're insane when it comes to just the genetic advantages that they have. So they think the only way that they can even keep up with them is by using scientific ninja tools in order to help bridge the gap between someone like, let's say, Naruto and someone like Boruto. I still think that realistically Boruto is, while he does have an easier time learning things than Naruto, in my opinion, is just born with a shit ton of advantages that Boruto just doesn't have. I mean, for one thing, I think that the insane chakra reserves that Naruto has from birth, that Boruto doesn't, because remember, Naruto from a young age, and I don't think that this is from Kurama, I think that this is from Naruto himself, could make like 1,000 clones, enough to fill an entire forest. And yet, you have Boruto, who despite all of his talent, can only make 4. So yeah, so realistically, I think that even if Boruto were to train, while he would still be able to learn abilities that maybe his dad couldn't at that age, in order to still bridge the gap, he would need to adapt to using scientific ninja tools, just like he did in the Chuunin exams, except the one before then. So I think that that's going to be interesting to see when it comes to the Chuunin exams for. That they're going to hold now. Although whether or not we're going to see the results of them in the story afterwards is up for debate, because I if you've kept up with the manga, you know what it is I'm referring to, because, and I don't think this is necessarily a spoiler, but in the manga so far we haven't really seen anything from the Chunin exams. Maybe they'll refer to it at some point, but so far we actually haven't seen anything, although maybe we'll see something in the upcoming chapter, which should be out in about 6 days as of the recording of this video. So those are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section down below. Remember to leave a like, share, and of course subscribe. You know what to do, all the YouTube stuff. Bye for now.